happiest face you'll ever see. Our dog Cooper died last night. He'd had lymphoma for a couple months and had been, just not himself, real lethargic, and it took a while to get that diagnosis, but we were grateful that we finally did from some blood work and knew that we didn't have a lot of time, and so I took him on a lap around the farm, and he only had a couple of days left, so that was good. He died last night during this crazy storm, which I always think about, like cows giving birth during storms, things like that. Just barometric pressure changes have such a different effect on animals, and so I don't know, I hope it helped pass him along and he's not suffering anymore. The storm brought 7/10 of an inch of rain. I'm shocked it wasn't a full inch. And so I do have clothes on. I have a nightgown on in case you were wondering. So I came out because the storm, I wanted to see the rain gauge, and I wanted to check on the tent that I had put up for glamping for retreats this fall, and I'm having to watch my step, so I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera. Our golf cart is broken. I'm all over the place this morning, but our golf cart is broken, so I'm walking down with cattle cubes because I went to upright the barbecue grill I noticed had blown over, and this cow, Lottie, started screaming at me. And it's only like 7 a.m. She's gonna wake up all the neighbors. So I'm stopping right here because I'm out of breath. So I have to go. Well, I guess I don't have to do anything. We've been trying real hard not to spoil them, but if you can hear her, been trying hard not to spoil them, and but yeah, she's making a ruckus this morning, so I'm gonna give her some just to quiet her down since it's 7 a.m. and Ryan, level-headed handyman, is bringing home bees this morning. So that will be the excitement on the farm today. We mourn Cooper, and we're so sad by his loss. We have some new life coming. We're picking up a nuke from a local farm, well, in Weatherford, which is almost 2 hours away, but on the way to our property. So here's everybody this morning. Good morning, girls. And then the babies are, Cookie's trying to play with the babies. I'll try to get that. Cookie, are you trying to play? Finley, you're so cute, but you're learning from your brother to be super standoffish. I don't like that. Cook had a poop emergency, and Quinn's checking out, see what's going on. I see you. I see you right there. I know. You want cubes. You want cubes. I'm coming. The girls are super curious. Don't drool on the cattle cubes. So another reason we're so happy to have this rain is because, the bunch grass has been growing in pretty nicely in the pasture and definitely giving them some to eat. It's nice and green, but past years, oh hi, in the past years we've had other kinds of grass come up, nice mixture, and this I think that was little Quinn, maybe it was Finley, I don't know, she might be getting quite a moo going, but I know, girls, I got a issue with that arm, so let's switch hands. Man, sorry, I am all over the board today. It's tough. It's gonna be a tough day, But we'll get through, right? We got bees. We got cows. We got an obnoxious little chihuahua. She doesn't mind being farm dog. I know, and got flies. So yeah, we'll be excited to see if other types of grass start popping up. We intended to put down some rye seed and we never did. But I think with the girls grazing and pooping and then get a couple more good rains like this, that the field should take off and hopefully get us through the fall. Oh, now you're being all calm and you were screaming at me a minute ago. Ooh, girls, you gotta get on that fly stuff. You gotta go under the fly stuff. Let's see if we can make that happen here. It probably rained it all off, darn it. Okay, all is right with the world. We have cattle cubes. They're a little soggy because the bag was on the back of the golf cart. Well, hi, Miss Finley. Hi. You following Mama? You think you might want some cattle cubes? Oh, there's Quinn too, but you couldn't quite hit the fly stuff. I think we're just gonna have to figure out a spray we can use or something. The girls are not digging the little back rubber this year, or we don't have it in the right spot. And there comes Cookie in search of cattle cubes because she eats them too, just like the mice. And that's a story for the garden update. Look at that whole family. Oh, Quinn. Oh, I guess Quinn's starting to try to get into the cattle cubes. He's still nursing, and oh my goodness, he is a violent nurser. Hey, you're squishing your sister. Stop. Get off of her. Of course, you don't want to be near me is the problem. I'll move, and then you can get to the cubes. Cookie, you're ridiculous.
Ooh, I see their little feet sticking out on this one.
Oh yeah, those are some unhappy bees.
So, there you go. Gotta walk it down there and open the door and let them sit for an hour. But only half built here. Hey, Mike.
So a lot of things we've had to worry about on the farm this year, or in past years, but mice have been so bad this year.
Yeah, they made nests all in there. Hi,
never thought we would need snakes. Oh, there it went. Yep. Okay. Gonna get the.
It's ready, but I think I'll probably. I think there's 5 frames in my new. Mouse nest down there. So I gotta put them in. We'll need to mix up some sugar water. Are these the same size frames? Yeah. So on a nuke, it's basically 4 or 5 of these frames, and the queen's already in there laying eggs.
Okay.
So they've already accepted her, so you don't have to move the queen or anything.
But you just leave the box open, and then after an hour, you move the frames, into the hive.
So the queen won't leave the box. Typically, I'm sort of stay in there, but the worker bees will fly in and out, just checking things out. But as soon as I move the frames in there, they'll know to find her. Back in there.
Better you than me. This is your hobby, not mine.
That guy had like hundreds of these nukes there too. Like, I mean, he probably would have sold 20,000 bucks worth of bees today.
Let me get much further away before you open that door. I can just zoom in. At least the sumac is blooming. I hear bees over here on the blooms, so they'll have some food. Get your beekeeper gear on.
Doesn't have a shoulder strap.
Cookie, come on. He's opening the door to the nuke. We're supposed to let them hang out for an hour. So there will be angry bees swarming out of that box. So far so good, it looks like. We didn't have to run too fast. Okay, so the bees are in their new home, which I will look at from very, very afar. You can see them crawling in and out of the entrance. This was Ryan's first time using the Hoover Hives box. Now, 7 frame as opposed to 10 frame, he said.
I put the second box on top because the first one's almost full already because the nuke filled it up pretty much with the sugar feeder in there, so they needed room to grow, so I put the second box on top already.
All right, there's one buzzing my head, so maybe it's a fly. I think it's a fly. So you let the nuke stay open for about an hour, and then you moved the frames out of the nuke and into this hive and got stung in the face and on the head 5 times. So they snuck under the hood, but other than that, you're okay, right, baby?
Yep.
Ryan survived. The bees survived the trip, and we'll see how they do over the summer. Got this sumac that's blooming that some of the other native bees here have been hanging out at, so they've got some pollen there, and we got that almost inch of rain last night, so maybe some additional wildflowers will pop up, and I've got squash in my garden that they can help pollinate. So we're excited that we haven't done bees in a couple of years, so now that, well, I'm here full time, but I'm not going to maintain them, but I will help Ryan however he needs me to help. Stay tuned for more bee updates. Be sure and subscribe to Time Pastures and like this video. Ask any questions that you have in the comments below.